What is up, my crypto legends? How's everyone doing? Hope you're having a fantastic day today, Monday. What is going on, guys? Make sure to destroy that like button on your way in. We're going to be looking for those trading opportunities. What is going on with Bitcoin? It's pumping. Are we going to go higher? We're going to discuss all of this, guys, and that macro potential event that was mentioned on the video update a few hours ago. But we want to focus more on the potential setups, right? Some of these trading opportunities that we could find in the immediate short term. Hello, everyone. I hope you're doing fantastic. I'm just going to ask for one thing you guys know, and that is to destroy the like button here for the algorithm, all right? We're going to keep it this, a really nice, short, sweet live stream. Talking about the major levels, talking about Bitcoin. What is Bitcoin doing at this range? I know we're talking about corrective moves, from yesterday's video, today's video. For anybody that didn't manage to get into an epic long position at this level, so far it is still continuing pumping. I just want to let you know that I have closed all of my position, even though I think that higher levels is likely. Profits are profits. I'm happy to take, to close the entire position from this range. I am looking for higher. I'll be getting into some other day trades and scalping opportunities, right? I'm doing more of day trading more than swing trading. So if that trade is going to be in for a few days, I'm already having a really nice risk to reward. I want to take a look at new trading opportunities with you guys, okay? So I'm just going to go quickly through the comment section. And then we are focusing, guys, basically in this range over here. I know a lot of people are here to make some quick gains. I am also here to make some quick gains. So we're going to analyze what could happen with Bitcoin inside of this range. What are the strongest resistance levels? What are the strongest support levels? Overall direction, in my personal opinion, is that we are going to hold the $22,500 range, okay? I think it could come down to this range, but overall, creating a higher low. That is my prediction. That is my analysis on the macro. I am looking for that $25,300 range to be taken again in the next coming days. We're going to do that analysis. We're going to, do the analysis, and I'm going to, talk about how you can possibly take advantage of this potential move with good risk management. Hey, I couldn't care less if the price were to do something like this. It doesn't matter. I will be looking to take advantage at this zone, for example, if we were to get a big, massive drop. But overall, I am still feeling slightly bullish. One of the main reasons why is that we still have a bunch of liquidity above 25,300. There are many different things that are reminding me, from, June of 2019, the price action. I know a lot of people, I did actually get a comment on the latest video, as in, history doesn't repeat, but it does rhyme. So, it is rhyming. It is not the exact same thing, but, explained on this video, this is very, very possible. You just need to acknowledge this. I know most of the people are not expecting $30,000 or $32,000 Bitcoin in the coming weeks. So we need to assume that, Bitcoin does the unexpected a lot of the times. And I know a lot of people will be surprised if the price of Bitcoin starts shooting up, all right, in the next coming weeks to $30,000. You're going to be like, wow, I didn't see this coming, right? And this is what happens a lot of the times with this asset. So we can talk about that, but I want to focus more on the day trades and scalping. Here's where we make the gains. Here's where I make, here's where I make the gains, on the day trades, on the scalping scenarios, not on, predicting if Bitcoin is going to go to $30,000. This is just a macro analysis. I don't really care if it does or if it doesn't, or obviously it's going to be good for my portfolio, but I'm focusing on day trades. I'm focusing on trading opportunities, just like this one right over here for the last couple of days. This level of support was very much mentioned, okay, on one of the latest video updates. It was just a couple of days ago, looking for this level to hold, waiting for consolidation and waiting for a failed breakdown, swing failure pattern, finally happening. I had a perfect entry here at 22,900. Obviously that risk to reward was pretty nice. It was, well above 2-to-1 risk to reward, right? Basically, getting, if you entered at this consolidation after the swing failure, then that risk to reward, all right, looking for these highs, that was already a 2-to-1 risk to reward, as you can see. And then obviously if you did hold some of that position just like I did, you're obviously making 3-to-1, 4-to-1 on the rest of that position. So right now, what is going on? Higher levels, likely or not? I'm going to say, yeah, absolutely. I'm looking for higher levels. What we want to analyze is this range over here. Okay, so I'm just going to go quickly through the comment section, guys. And then afterwards, we are going through the range, through the trading opportunities. I'm just going to check here on the like button. Don't worry. We're going to do that. The like button is lagging a little bit. We're not even 100 likes. Over 300 people, guys. If you smash that like button, we're going to get that bunch of people in here. And then we're going to do that pure technical analysis on those potential levels. All right. Of course, I am no trade right now. I'm going to be looking for new, fresh trades, day trades, scalps. Okay. That could turn into swing trades just like this one over here. So yeah. We're going to be analyzing the highs and the lows. Where could the price bounce so we could take advantage, all right, on Bybit? Well, I'm using Bybit anyway. I'm not sure what you're using. I know a lot of people do use Binance, but Bybit is my #1 platform, guys. You know the deal. Here's where I do my trading. 100% of my crypto trading right now is on Bybit. So it's my favorite one. Low fees, a lot of liquidity. There's still this bonus going on, all right, that finishes tomorrow on the 28th. Whoever's interested in getting $30 on top of their deposit of $100, okay, for first depositors, you deposit $100, all right, this finishes tomorrow, and you do KYC, you get $30 on top of that. So that's 30%, all right? This is for the small fish, all right? All of those people that don't have tens of thousands of dollars, hundreds of thousands of dollars to trade with, just by depositing $100, you get that $30 on top of your trading account, okay? Which is absolutely phenomenal. All the profits can be withdrawn, okay? Obviously, they do still have that $30,000. These are for big deposits. You get $30,000 worth of bonus, all right? It's another way to support the channel, but you get the best deal that there is available down below in the description, guys. It's in the pinned comment as well. So quickly through the comment section, say hello to everyone. I know I haven't done a live stream for quite a few days. And then we'll go through Bitcoin, guys, because it's looking very, very good. I am looking for these highs to be claimed at some point. You might think, why did you close your long position then? You had a really good entry. It's all about taking profits. I'm more of a day trader than swing trader, and I will be taking opportunities, whatever the price does, okay? Here, and here, right? It doesn't matter. Day trading, you do scale up and scale up. It doesn't really matter, holding that position. I was happy just to take those profits. Profits were really nice. So, hey, let's, nobody got broke by taking profits. Obviously I'm looking for higher. But we'll get into some opportunities here. So, Andy, love from Pakistan. Shahid, how are you doing, my man? Breeze, hello. Sheriff, Andy, you are the best. After your video, feel like trading is so easy and smooth. Good work, says Sheriff. Well, it's not. I want to make it look easy. It's not really easy, of course. But if you have the good risk management, then it starts to be easy, okay? At least, it was for me. It wasn't my trading, first few years was not easy at all. I was really emotional because I was risking too much. And very, very, very bad trading decisions. Key of that was risk management. I've read all of these different psychology books, which is, my opinion. I think it's just a bunch of BS. Till I did not have my risk management well set up, then, psychology came by its own, then I was thinking, hey, it's the risk management. It's not the psychology. It's all about the risk management. But of course, that is very hard to explain to a lot of people. Much less emotions, hardly any emotions if you have the good risk management, and you're looking for those high probability setups, okay? Now, let me just quickly explain this setup over here, right? Okay, just a quick, brief explanation together with that risk management. And I've been proven that long position, okay? Of course, I've showed that long position. It was a very much expected low, to hold. Why? We talked about, many different, factors why this level was going to hold. We had the point of control from this volume traded range, right? So let's just go through this scenario here and why we are pumping, right? So we've got, this trading scenario, this price action right over here, point of control there. We're also hitting the 618 from the low to the high, 61865, as you can see, okay, on the chart, getting that beautiful consolidation at the point of control. So it's just such a big level to get into that long position. However, guess what? I did not take this long position, guys, right over here. And I did a video when we were trading at this zone. If you do take a look at that video from the 24th of February, oh no, sorry, the 25th. It must have been the 25th. What I do explain on that video is, okay, pay attention here, because this is how, we are taking advantage of these moves with good risk management. The reason why I didn't get into a long position here is because this was just the first couple of touches. We could have bounced here and broken the low. And this is what I expected. I said, at this trading range, I expect the low to be hit and maybe broken, or maybe not. I do not know till I do not see that movement down. Okay, so once we had that move down here at the low, we tested it, and hey, come on, even on the 5 minute, this was just a wick. Okay, so you have quite a lot of time here. Look at all of this time. If you did take a look at the latest videos, you know that my entry was exactly at $22,900. It was here. It was here, guys. So you basically, this is a good level for your stop loss. As soon as the price starts pumping, of course, you protect your position, right? Obviously, I was aiming for these highs to be taken. They were taken here very nicely. This was my take profit one, especially as you start making this kind of price action, because it does look like it's not going to break it, right? Hey, it's hard. It's taking quite a bit of time here. So it's obviously a take profit one, right? So yeah, rest of position has been closed at these ranges over here. And just the rest of it now, just a few hours ago at this pump, which I'm happy about. I do see higher levels, and we'll be talking about where are the next potential scenarios right away. Okay, so like I said, waited patiently, a level that I know that it's likely to hold if it fails to break out the low. Failed to break out, beautiful bounce scenario. Okay, so it was beautiful, good risk management. Protect position. I'm not risking 50% on my account, okay? Especially my stop loss. If I would have got stopped out, this was 1% of my account approximately. So yeah, you know the deal. If you lose that trade, well, yeah, I've still got 99% on my trading account, right? If you do take a look at it that way. So you shouldn't be too emotional by losing 1%, right? So let's dive in here straight into the comment section. Hi from London, Daniel. And then we're going to take a look at some scenarios here, guys, right away. Finally, you're back. Welcome back, says Mohammed. Yes, I am. The best of everything, says hello, Dan. Good afternoon from the UK, says Linda. Hello, Matthew. BTC expecting big bounce. The bounce has happened, okay? The bounce is happening right now. And what we want to talk about is the resistance and support levels. Just bear with me, guys. I'm waiting for some people to join in here and to smash up the like button, all right? You know the deal. We keep it a little bit educational. People smashing the like button. Not many people are on the live stream at the moment. It was about 300. Oh, that's surprising. Yeah, 394. So just waiting for a lot of people here to join in. You know the deal, guys. The levels, the trading scenarios that I am expecting are going to be mentioned right now in the next coming minutes. Just let the people come in. We're just having that educational. Why was this a good long? Talking about the setup, talking about risk management. Hey, talking about my trade the last couple of days. Getting in that trade. It's fun to explain the trade scenario. But if you don't show that you're actually doing that trading, then, it doesn't make sense, right? When we're talking about trading, I share my trades as well. And explaining the setup, guys, is so important. I feel, hopefully you feel blessed as in, wow, he's actually explaining the moves. It actually does make sense. Hopefully it does. Now we're gonna talk about, those potential scenarios. Give us a couple of minutes here while we go through the comment section. Mark Dutch, thank you very much, my man. Got my moderator here, always banging, always giving insane support. Hit the like button if you shorted Chainlink today, says Bernie. I didn't short it. Breeze, hello. Adam, you should take a look at the confirmation or breakout on the total crypto chart log. Okay, we can take a look at that afterwards. Hello, can you please say... right, I'm not reading that. Hey Andy, your tweet was mentioned on Crypto Banter's channel this morning. Yes, I did take a look at that, which was pretty good. It's nice to be mentioned on other channels. That was very nice to see. So shout out to Crypto Banter for giving a shout out on a tweet that was posted. Aditya, hello. Sankai, hello. Andy, is it time to short? Says Peter B. Well, we're gonna take a look at we're gonna do the fresh analysis right away. Andy, you're the man. Love your content, says Ryan. Hey, thank you. Right, you're the best of everything, says. Thank you. Hello, Crypto Legends, Dutch BTC fan. Andy, your tweet got mentioned on Crypto Banter this morning. Phenomenal. Yeah, that was good. I'm in a long since 23,364. Absolutely phenomenal. Absolutely good. That was actually not a bad long in position, guys. We can go through that right now. I've got someone in here in the comment section saying I'm long from 23,400 approximately, around about this range, 364. The reason why this was, not a bad long is because of this, and it's basically their first bounce, okay? I would have longed here, but I wouldn't have longed right there. This was mentioned also on the latest update. I don't like this kind of choppy price action, double top. It's if you're longing on this second range, I mean, the consolidation looks great. Don't get me bad here. The consolidation doesn't look bad for a bounce, but you are basically testing this resistance zone, right? So you're testing these peaks over here, right there, 1, 2. If I break out from this range with this amount of volume, okay, when I break this resistance zone, with this amount of volume, and I come down to test this resistance level, of course, that first bounce is, it's a good level, okay? The volume was a little bit high, so there, I like really low volume coming into a support if we break a resistance, right? It makes sense. This volume was a little bit high, but it's still lower than the actual pump from this range. So it wasn't a bad long, okay? If you do take a look at the lower time frames, you're likely to got that small little consolidation, all right, on the lower time frames, right, such as the 1 minute chart. Quick small consolidation right there on the 1 minute chart, okay? This is the moment you want to decide. We can see the price action having a dive, and look how here you have several 1 minute candles going sideways. So there is a reaction on this level on the lower time frame. So it wasn't a bad long here. Here not that much. This is a range that I would never long. Of course, this actually played out really nicely, but the reason why I don't see much probability on this is because this high, lower high, testing this low again, right? Creating lower highs right there. It just doesn't look right. It looks like it wants to move down. So that wouldn't be a setup that I would be looking for. Now, Bitcoin. Obviously, if you do long here, we know the deal, guys. You want to get out at the highs or almost at the highs, right? Where you looking at Fibonacci from this high to the low, right? This is where you want to potentially get out, right? I've got all of these levels out here on Fibonacci. I don't know even why. Let me just do this, guys. 1 second. Okay. Let me get the negative ones. Sorry about this, guys. My bad. Right. Yeah, let's take a look at the potential levels. Okay, now enough talk. We can see a lot of people joining, a lot of likes. So it's time to take a look at the scenarios for Bitcoin right away. I am expecting higher. On Bitcoin, right? From this bounce. So we want to take we want to be very, very careful by shorting the market. Okay, I got someone here in the comment section asking, hey, stocks are open. Absolutely. What's stock market doing? We can just take a look at a stock market S&P 500. S&P 500 so far also bouncing from this support mentioned a few days ago, right? We talked about this mention. If you didn't watch the latest video update from the S&P 500, keeping it really simple here. One basic super basic thing is you are testing the lower high resistance trend line, okay? You're testing it as support. That could be reason number one. You're getting a bounce from here. It's not enough reason to get into any position. Testing a trend line, you have to have a little bit more confluence. A good confluence right over here, taking a look at the price action from 2022 and 2023. We take a look at the volume profile. Guess what? The point of control from 2022, part of 2022 and 2023. Okay, we're looking at from April of 2022 price action. Point of control is right over here at this level, okay, of 3,960. This is why you're getting this bounce, obviously. So you got the trend line from lower high macro. You got point of control. What else have we got? We can zoom in on the lower time frames. 4 hourly. You are trending up, you like it or not. So the local structure here for the last few months is up. We like it or not, it is up. Yes, the macro looks relatively extremely bearish, but you are locally on the lower time frames in an uptrend. And we could not deny this, guys. Even though the macro looks more bearish and we need to break above the last macro lower high, which is this one at 4,300, to change the macro trend here. As long as we're below 4,300, this is still in a bearish trend, despite that we have broken above the trend line. Okay, trend line is just a guidance. It is not, real structure. The structure is the last lower high, which is this one, as this is the last lower low. So we need to get above this level successfully for then continue, an uptrend here for the next coming months. So far, we are below this level. Macro is bearish, but locally it is bullish. It is bullish locally. We zoom in. Trend locally is bullish. We are above big support levels, looking at the VPVR, right? So we would have to break below this range over here, and it would be enough for me to actually get low to this low over here, breaking the point of control of the 2 years, right, from 2022 and 2023. If we zoom out on the 3 daily chart, that point of control was at that level. It still is basically right over here, as you can see. Right, so that point of control, we break below the point of control successfully, testing the lows. I'm already going to say, it's likely that we are going to go down and test these lows. Till that does happen, we could still dance around 3,900, 3,800, getting a bit of volatility, not a successful breakout, and get a bounce. Locally it is bullish. So yeah, we're basically testing support on the S&P 500. Not much I could say on this. I do expect higher on the stock market. I do expect these highs potentially to be claimed instead of these lows to be claimed, right? Whatever it does right over here, I expect more this move to happen than actually this move to happen on the stock market. I know it sounds crazy. I know a lot of people, but the economy this, but the Fed this, but the other. Yeah, but too many people know about, recession. There's too many people talking about recession, even myself. So far, we've been bullish for the last few months on stock market. Why not continue this trend? So yeah, let's talk about Andy, what about the bearish divergence building up over a month at 25k and the lack of actual volume? Just doesn't seem like there's much upside room left. 4 hourly and weekly RSI oversold too. Yeah, well, I know this is a very similar scenario from here. So I would like to take a look at the RSI, and this is probably, I haven't even checked the RSI with this event that was mentioned today, okay? And then we'll talk about the trading opportunities, guys, because I need to wrap this up before 4 o'clock, because I got the Q&A session with the people that have purchased the course, all right? Questions and answers about the modules, all right? You know the deal, it is down below. Also, there's only 35% discount. This is going to be finished by the end of February. Tomorrow is the last day. And I've got the Q&A session with the people that purchased the course to discuss the modules, any questions, and so I can answer them basically. But let me just go through this quickly, all right? Get the RSI out, just for, and it's probably just, it's not the RSI only, it's probably other indicator. But yeah, let me just quickly just go through this so you can get the idea, guys. I'm not sure if it's oversold or bearish divergence on RSI, but we can take a look here at the daily, for example. And I don't know why we have this here. Okay, so basically, zooming in on the price action on Bitcoin back in 2019. Just a quick brief example, okay, of this scenario. Basically, you are here creating aggressive lower highs on the price action, okay? This was explained on how this is a possibility. So don't trade and don't get confused with RSI, because RSI is, pretty much a lagging indicator. Yes, it can help on the daily. I do talk about it sometimes, but just so you can see, it doesn't happen 100% of the times, right? So we got these divergences on the RSI. We got lower highs on the RSI on the daily. This was back in May of 2019. Higher highs on the price action. You know the deal. You know what happened, right? We had a massive, huge spike. Something that is disturbing for me is I was analyzing the situation here on the price of Bitcoin back in the day. The real macro lower high, last lower high was this one. Because the price action was creating higher lows since the last lower low, right? So if this would have done this, and then this, and then this would have been the last lower high right over here. But it didn't do this. It was creating higher lows. So the real macro lower high was this one, right? This is how it goes. This is how it goes. Right? So interesting enough, we were trying to break it. I know there was a lot of people still quite bearish at this move, thinking, hey, this has just been a massive short squeeze, but it went higher. It went much higher. I remember this like if it was yesterday. And very similar sentiment as well. People still relatively bearish. There's, oversold, overbought, sorry. And, divergence. And if funny enough, we are testing the last lower high as well. This is the macro last lower high. We've had several attempts and we are in a kind of an ascending channel, ascending broadening wedge. People are still relatively bearish. People do not see the volume. People, the volume can just kick in at any moment. I can tell you that, these moves just kick in. They just bang and they kick in, and it just takes a couple of days, a few days to have a massive impressive move where nobody expects it. So it can happen, just looking at similar scenarios, it can happen very much. So 2019 is going to be yeah 2019 will repeat, says Wonder Sound. Yeah, maybe. I mean, it's just a theory, okay? It's just looking at the sentiment, the timing. Everything points out that something similar could happen, where you get a pump, of $5,000, $6,000, $7,000 out of nowhere, and everybody's like, "Wow, what happened to Bitcoin?" We have seen this before. It could happen again, and everything points out with this kind of price action that it can happen. This is the kind of event that will get a lot of people not expecting that massive pump. Hi Andy, is it possible to short from the value area low at 24k BTC 4-hour range? We're going to do that right now. We're going to do that short-term analysis, okay, guys? So make sure to stay tuned right away. We got 500 people watching. Okay, that is brilliant. So this is what I want before we go through that analysis. We get all the people in, smashing up the like button. Now we can talk about the scenarios, guys. Okay, let's just zoom in here on the price action and talk about that pure technical analysis. How can we take advantage on the next trading setup, just like this one that I took a couple of days ago? It's important to see the ranges. It is important to read volume. So, like I said, looking at the last few weeks, we are trending up, and this movement to the upside has relatively more volume than the movement down, right? This latest move right over here, for example, it does have more volume to the upside. You can take a look at lower time frames, than actually on the corrective move. Yeah, the corrective move has a little bit of a spike down here. That's totally fine. But overall, there's a higher volume on the move up than the move down, right? And that's something we need to understand. This is why this range was such a good long. Now, I won't take the DXY into consideration, but we can do that in a bit. But basically, DXY is getting the corrective move from that resistance mentioned on yesterday's video, guys. It is correcting. This is a resistance zone. It's double topped. And now we are correcting on the DXY. I do see DXY potentially correcting even more the next coming days. Big level that we mentioned yesterday. Big support. Okay, just simple level that failed to break out. So I do expect here the first touch to potentially fail again. Then yes, we could skyrocket, okay? Then yes, we could skyrocket. But overall, first impression was get that rejection, and corrective move the next coming days is likely, which will help Bitcoin to continue with that momentum up. Now, I think we can get this trend line out of the way now. We need to do a little bit of a clean on the chart. We can get the swing failure out of the way right there as well. Analyzing this situation here is what we want to do. So basically, on this downtrend, volume is relatively low compared to these movements down, right? So yes, you could say, hey, volume, this movement to the upside has very low volume. So I would assume that, yeah, we could correct from this range, near this range. Now, we need to analyze the best level, the best resistance level, and what kind of price action we are looking for to get into that high probability trade scenario. So let's just pull out the VPVR here just 1 second. And we can see there is a big cluster of volume here. Big cluster of volume. You might think to yourself, for anybody that's new trading or using these tools, you got the point of control right over here. So you might think, hey, does this mean that we need to go up to the point of control? That is the biggest resistance level and that get a corrective move? No. We got high volume already at this level where we're trading at. You can see the mountain. Look at this price action over here, right? There is a spike there, we like it or not. And we don't need to take a look at this price action because we're currently above it. So we want to focus more on this price action. So let's get the range, just this range over here, and zoom in on the 1 hourly. Look at this, no volume at this range. The volume starts right over here. So when the price action was trading here, obviously we had the volume from this range, but now we're above that level. So let's understand that from this price action over here, the high volume starts exactly just where the price is getting a reaction right now. Price is getting a reaction from this level, guys. We cannot deny it. We can see it on the 1 minute time frame. Look at this. Price is getting a reaction. You could assume with good risk management, hey, I wouldn't mind taking a short position from this range. I would wait for a little bit more price action. I would wait for a little bit of a break of structure here, or a swing failure pattern from the next high, not this one. It's still early for me. I want to see, a big sign of weakness, failing to break out the next high in the next 1 to 2 hours, or breaking the structure here, confirming that movement breakdown from the last higher low. So you could create a higher low here and then take the high till that next higher low is not broken. Then I'm not, you know, going to be confident in that short. Now, of course, you might think to yourself, hey, if we break below this level, are you going to short here? No, I would be looking for a bounce to the 618 range from this drop to get into that short position, right? So, you know, it's just it's a potential setup here. If we do go to the 1 minute time frame and we create a channel here, and this would be a scalping scenario, okay, guys? You know, this does look like it's just about to break here, the structure. As long as we stay above this low over here, even though it does this, yeah, I wouldn't be shorting, okay? I would expect a bounce from that range. But if it does this on the lower time frames and we start seeing volume kicking in here, I mean, look at the volume on the lower time frames, right? It's relatively bullish. It's still trading up. Yeah, like I said, you know, there would have to be a big volume breakdown here. And that would be a red alert. That would be red alert, okay? This is, you know, this is how I would be looking for my next scalping scenario. If we do get that red volume breakdown, bang, you know, I wouldn't rush into a short position. I would be waiting for that retracement up. That is the moment you know that you are likely going to create a lower high and you are going to test the lows, guys. This is where we want to take our trading opportunities. So you're still trending up, even though you're getting exhaustion. You're getting, you know, you're not moving up like this anymore. You're moving up like this, and you know, this is the moment you want to get ready. When you are seeing a reaction, this is not bearish yet. This is still trending up. I want to see a confirmation breakdown of the local lower time frame structure here on the 1 minute time frame. So we want to break down high volume. This does happen. You are creating a lower low. You are likely going to create a lower high, okay? And that lower high, we want it as high as possible, and we want it at the biggest resistance zone possible. So, right, you know, from this small little trading range, all right, for the last few hours, the point of control is there. So, you know, that is something to pay attention to. We'll be looking at 618, and you'll be looking for that breakdown of the structure. And this is just a quick potential scalp scenario. This might not happen, you know. I want to see these things for me to trade. Not necessarily it needs to happen, but I need to see those signs. Once I see those signs, and they do happen once in a while, almost every day I would say, lower higher time frames, and then that corrective move with a low volume to that range over here, then you know you are looking for this low to be re-hit again. This low is not broken. We're still continuing. I mean, this is a support level. We are creating higher lows, higher highs, higher lows locally. So far, look at this. We are getting a reaction. I think, you know, the possibility of a bounce is likely. This is just, you know, predicting, you know, getting ready for the next trading setup, basically. This is support right now. You're creating higher lows. You know, the highs can be claimed right now. So this is either a long position with a stop loss here at the low. Okay. You're looking to claim the highs. This is a nice scalp scenario. You're trending up. Don't fight the trend till it's broken. Once the trend is broken, you want to get into some short scalp scenarios. So, yeah, I would wait to see how are we going to claim this high. This high is taken. We create a failed breakout. You know, we could be talking about a potential corrective move, at least to the support levels. So, you know, you got some setups here as well. And this is looking at scalping setups, guys, you know, because I'm going to have to rush right now. And we're just looking for how to have good risk management for these setups. So far, no doubt, it's just trending up. So if you want to get into shorts, you know, there's no real sign of weakness here. And confirmation, right? We want confirmations, just like failed breakout from the high again, more consolidation. You're getting into some short positions here. You're fighting a local trend that has higher buying pressure. So Why would you fight this trend locally? Yes, it probably is hitting resistance on a higher time frame, but locally you want to see a sign of weakness. I think it's too early. It's still trending up. Once you start making some of these kind of movements, creating a lower low, you want to get into the lower high, right? That is when you want to get into some short positions, if that makes any sense. You know, we want to see this kind of price action, guys. We want to see a bearish volume confirmation. And you know, and if shorting, you want to get at the highs, you know, potentially at this range. You could say that this is a failed breakout. You want to get a short position at this zone over here and stop loss and protect as you go down. You know, the next movement up, if it fails, that is where I would be looking for short positions. Right over here, I wouldn't, because you could get that bounce to almost claim the highs, right? Or claim the highs for a failed breakout. So, you know, just do some scalping scenarios here on the lower time frames, guys. Just to, hopefully that does make sense. Zoom out on the 1 hourly time frame, on the 4 hourly, sorry. You know, the biggest resistance zone that I do see here from this range is, you know, it is right over here, basically, which is the 23,800 range. Reason why is because the large volume starts here. It starts here. This is where we're getting a reaction right now. So, yep. Not much locally. You are not locally, sorry, on, you know, higher time frames. You do have a bit more of volume on these movements down. Okay, so let me just take a look at the value area, fixed range. Interesting. Yeah, I mean, this is obviously the value area low. As you can see, we're just hitting, you know, from this entire trading range, the value area low. So it is getting that resistance. It's getting a reaction. And this is because of where the volume starts being high from this range, okay? This is looking at the last, you know, 10 and 12 days of Bitcoin's price action. We broke down with some decent volume, you could say, decent volume from this range. No doubt it is resistance. I would like to see on the lower time frames that confirmation, guys, to start getting into some shorts, because we're just tapping this level. We're just about tapping the range. There is a sign of a reaction. Why not wait for another high to be claimed? Have very good risk management, tight stop losses, because, you know, if you do get that short trade right, you know you're making a 2, 3, 4 risk to reward, right? Let's wait for that sign of weakness with high volume in the break of structure. Not much to be added here looking at, you know, these lower time frame scenarios, guys. Just wanted to do a little bit of short-term analysis, scalping scenarios, so you could understand. Funny enough, it is the, yeah, I mean, it's just a high volume node, right? We got this price action here from the 22nd, 23rd, 24th of February. This is basically where we do have that high volume range, right? This mountain is just from all this price action a few days ago. So it is resistance. It is no doubt resistance. Wait for confirmation. Jumping into a short right now is just not the right idea for me. Not much to add, guys. I have to wrap it up because I got the Q&A session with the people that have purchased the course, giving a bit of attention to them, of course. And yeah, let's see if I can do another live stream afterwards. Hoping on a good start from US market to push above 24K. Very, very possible. It is possible. I'm still quite bullish here locally, creating higher highs and higher lows. We are at resistance at this point, so a corrective move could happen. Stay cautious with your trading, guys. Have good risk management. Thank you, and I will see you in the next one.